Dealing with disrespect can be tough, and it happens a lot in our life, and it can make us feel really upset and frustrating. But what if we could pick up some wisdom from Stoicism, an old philosophy, which could teach us how to handle difficult situations with wisdom? In this video, we're going to explore 10 Stoic principles that are practical and can make dealing with disrespect easier. Like always, I encourage you to stay strong and stick around till the end of the video. Number 1. Set boundaries. Stoicism isn't about being passive. It's about being resolute, like a rock, unwavering in the face of disrespect and injustice. A rock that knows its value and demands respect from others. A rock that handles what it can and lets go of what it can't. When someone disrespects you, you don't have to accept it quietly. You also don't have to react with anger. You can stay composed and assertive. You can explain to them their wrongdoing and how you expect to be treated. You can set clear, fair limits that uphold your dignity and self-worth. This is what Stoicism teaches us. It teaches us to be tough, fair, and brave. It teaches us to value ourselves and others, and teaches us to keep our inner calm and our outer dignity in any circumstance. Number 2. Show understanding. Epictetus, another Stoic thinker, says, "Don't look for good things outside of yourself. Find them within." Stoics believe in the connection between people, and that understanding others' emotions and motives can lead to better relationships and personal development. When faced with disrespect, Stoicism advises showing empathy. Try imagining yourself in the other person's position and understanding their viewpoint. Empathy lets you view the situation from a different angle and realize that disrespect may not be aimed at you personally. It could stem from their own insecurities, fears, or lack of knowledge. Empathy also allows you to feel compassion for the person, reducing your negative feelings towards them. By empathizing with the person who disrespected you, you can avoid taking offense and respond with respect and dignity. Empathy helps you comprehend their perspective, emotions, and reasons. Instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, you can react with kindness and consideration. This approach helps prevent conflicts from escalating and preserves your self-respect. Empathy aligns with Stoic values of wisdom, compassion, and self-improvement. It helps you learn from tough situations and develop as an individual. By practicing empathy, you can handle disrespect in a more positive and productive manner. Number 3. Learn to pause. Seneca once advised, whenever you feel angry, know that it's not just a temporary problem, but something you've made into a habit. Stoics stress the importance of self-discipline and clear thinking. They argue that acting on impulse due to strong emotions like anger or frustration usually results in bad choices and unnecessary pain. When disrespect comes your way, Stoicism suggests avoiding impulsive reactions. Instead, take a moment to pause and gather your thoughts. This break lets you regain control over your feelings and gives you the chance to respond more calmly and wisely. Resisting the urge to react right away, you can better align your actions with Stoic ideas of wisdom and self-restraint. This method often leads to more positive and less emotionally charged interactions in the face of disrespect. Pausing is a fundamental Stoic technique for staying composed and making sensible decisions when dealing with disrespect, ultimately leading to personal growth and better outcomes. Number 4. Reflect on yourself. Another key part of Stoicism involves looking within yourself and thinking about your actions. Stoics believe that how we think affects how we live, so it's important to always try to improve ourselves. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, "Your happiness depends on your thoughts' quality." When you encounter disrespect, it's crucial to reflect on yourself. Ask yourself questions like, did the person have a point? Did I do something to cause this? How can I react in line with my values? By examining yourself and the situation objectively, you can understand what happened better. Self-reflection, a Stoic practice, ensures your responses are thoughtful, not impulsive. It helps you grow and gain wisdom from experiences. Number 5. Calmness is key. Stoicism teaches us a vital lesson. It's not what happens to us that rattles us, but how we perceive it. Epictetus put it plainly. It's not things themselves that bother us, but how we see them. So, disrespect isn't automatically hurtful or rude. It's our interpretation of it that stirs up feelings of hurt or anger. When someone disrespects you, remember it's about their thoughts, not your true worth. This mindset can help you maintain your calm and prevent their disrespect from impacting your emotions. Number 6. Choose forgiveness. Picture this. Someone disrespects you. How do you react? Do you explode in anger or do you let it slide? The ancient Stoic philosophy offers some valuable insight. Stoics believe forgiveness isn't just a kindness to others, but a gift to yourself. Forgiveness unlocks inner calm and happiness. Yet forgiveness isn't simple. It doesn't mean forgetting or condoning what occurred. It means choosing to release the negative feelings that hurt you more than anyone else. Stoics advise forgiving all, but not without discrimination. We should forgive wisely, with empathy and fairness. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on what we can control and release what we can't. We can't control others' actions, but we can control our reactions. We can opt to forgive and rid ourselves of the weight of anger and bitterness. We can decide to move forward with a sense of inner peace and serenity. That's Stoicism's take on forgiveness. It's not weakness, but strength. It's not giving in, but triumphing. It's not a loss, but a gain. Forgiveness is the ultimate act of self-care and personal development. Number 7. Use humor. A bit of laughter can make a big difference. Seneca, the ancient philosopher, once said, "You've mastered yourself when you know how to handle what you shouldn't take seriously." Stoicism teaches us to manage our feelings and act logically. But it also appreciates the power of humor in dealing with tough situations. Humor helps us keep our emotions in check and prevents us from getting overly angry or irritated when someone disrespects us. Instead of letting our emotions take over, we can opt to respond with a clever remark or a playful joke. Of course, humor should be used appropriately and sparingly, but it can be a helpful Stoic tactic for managing disrespect in a way that leads to a more positive and calm resolution. Number 8. Embrace acceptance. Stoicism teaches us a crucial lesson: to accept what we can't control, like how others treat us. Epictetus once said, "A wise person doesn't mourn for what they lack, but celebrates what they have." This means we should appreciate what we possess and not fret over what we don't. Stoicism also guides us to differentiate between what we can control and what we can't, known as the Stoic control dichotomy. We can only manage our own thoughts, emotions, and actions, not outside events or others' behavior. So, when we encounter disrespect, we shouldn't let it disturb our inner peace. Instead, we should acknowledge it as a part of life and focus on bettering ourselves and our circumstances. By accepting disrespect with Stoicism, we can sidestep needless anger, frustration, and bitterness. We can also glean lessons from the ordeal and mature as individuals. This equips us to handle disrespect in a rational and composed manner. Number 9. Prioritize virtue. Stoicism emphasizes developing virtues like wisdom and bravery. These traits help us lead good lives and make right choices. Seneca, a renowned Stoic thinker, wrote that virtue is simply right thinking. This implies that being virtuous means being logical and in harmony with nature. Stoics consider virtue the highest good in life, with everything else being of less importance. When confronted with disrespect, Stoicism advises focusing on virtue in our response. This doesn't mean ignoring or tolerating disrespect, but rather responding in a way that reflects our Stoic values and beliefs. By concentrating on virtue, we can avoid being swayed by emotions, uphold our dignity and honesty, and develop as individuals. Stoicism encourages us to strive for our best selves, even when facing tough times. Number 10. Change your perspective. Perspective means seeing things from a wider and more unbiased angle. It helps you avoid reacting excessively or taking things too personally when someone disrespects you. Instead, it helps you understand that disrespect isn't a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, said, "Our life is shaped by our thoughts. When you adopt perspective, you realize that most instances of disrespect are minor and fleeting. They don't impact your true value or happiness." You also see that disrespect often stems from the other person's ignorance, insecurity, or weakness, not yours. You can choose to overlook it, forgive it, or learn from it, rather than letting it get to you. Perspective also guides you to focus on what truly matters in life, your goals, values, and virtues. You can use your time and energy to pursue what's meaningful and good for you, instead of wasting them on resentment or retaliation. By doing so, you can lead a more satisfying and serene life. So, next time you encounter disrespect, remember to adopt perspective. It'll help you stay calm and make wise choices. Always bear in mind that Stoicism isn't about burying your emotions, but handling them effectively. By using these 10 principles, you can maintain your composure and strength in the face of disrespect and rudeness. Leave a thumbs up to help us reach more people in search of ancient wisdom. If you are new here, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more lessons on ancient wisdom. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in our next video.